So they'd listen, and they appreciated all these older ones, and we had a number of them in Rhode Island, longtime servants of Jehovah God. However, from time to time, this statement, and they'd be looking at my sons and, oh, you'll never graduate in this system. Not going to happen. So, I'm at their house. They just fed us. Lord help me, what am I going to do here? But this would come up from time to time, at least during those years, and maybe it was post-1975. I don't know. But they'd make these statements, and I'm going to give you a big confession because, this one comes clear to mind. Driving back from the gathering, Jesse and Paul are, thinking, and they're troubled. They're puzzled. What is this about? Because, they had goals, and what are we going to do? And they're thinking of things in the future for them is growing in their love for Jehovah. Is that true, Dad? And so I said, look, let me tell you, these people saying these things were longtime servants, experienced people. If any of you are guilty, God loves you, He forgives you. If you did that back then, you didn't help anybody. But I'm going to give you a big confession. So that one particular night, we're driving back. It was a little distance from where we were, and they brought that up. They're sitting in the back seats, so we're having this conversation. And I told them, I said, look, you boys remember, you got to keep on the watch. This thing could go on and be ready for it to go to 2020. Honest. I mean, we're talking almost 40 years. Almost 40 years. I felt pretty safe with that. But you know what year this is. What are you going to do? But at least I'm happy to say they and my wife and their wives, we're all still keeping on the watch.
Now, this is infuriating for a lot of reasons, not the least of which being the fact that the organization has predicted the end of the world multiple times, and they have been telling their congregants that the end of the world is just around the corner for the last 140 years. But what's worse than that is the fact that he's criticizing these people and saying that they weren't helping anyone, and he's obviously referencing what was going on in 1975. If you guys don't know about that, I might have to make another video about that. I've made a few in the past. But he's saying that these people weren't helping anyone by literally almost quoting verbatim what the Watchtower of that time was telling them. The Watchtower was saying that young people would not grow old in this system of things and that they would not have time to fulfill an education and a career. Fast forward over 50 years later, and now the leaders of the Watchtower organization are telling people that they should not have believed what the Watchtower organization was telling them at that time. It's amazing because even though they criticize apostates and call us mentally diseased for not believing what they currently teach, when they look back in time, they criticize their followers for believing what they taught at that time.